Ghostface 8084 here. It's October, and I want to do something scary. Yeah, as scary as Transformers can get. Not very, but hey. So we're going to look at beastly Transformers for this month. We've already done one review. The Earthrise Helicon. This review, we're going to take a look at Cyberverse Thunderhowl. Ooh. Scary. Do you like scary Transformers? Well, he's not really scary though. Let's get to Scare.
Hey everyone, Soundwave884 here with another Transformers Cyberverse review. And in this review, I'll take a look at Thunderhowl. He is part of the Transformers Bumblebee Cyberverse Adventures Build-A-Figure class. These are the deluxe figures here. And it comes with instructions, you get the figure, and this is the box. Take a quick look at the box, not much to it. He comes with the last remaining piece to build your Maccadam figure, so you finally get the headpiece. Side shows what you can build with the Build-A-Figure, and then the back shows you 17 steps, gets you all the way around. And on the back package, it could just be the lighting. He looks like more of a dark blue, like a smoky blue color. In reality, he's more of like a turquoise, I guess is the color I'm trying to hit there. And then you got the Cyberverse art on this side, deluxe class. Whereas the other figures that come in the other kind of packaging are actually what they call warrior class. So it comes with the last piece to build this figure. So this figure is built. Now I'm actually missing a hand, which I have it, but I've apparently misplaced it.
I think it's on the floor somewhere.
So I can't have the full figure, but you can just picture this over here. But he's like, geez, dude, come on. But when you build this figure, it's not that bad. And it's not something grand, so don't expect anything grand. We'll zoom in on this Maccadam, I think is what they call him. When you put them all together, he's all ball joints. You snap them all together. He does get this cool torso swivel here. So he doesn't have an ab crunch, but he's got a booby crunch. He's like, and he's got the ball jointed arms right here at the elbow joint. So that's where you get your swivels and stuff. And he's got wrist swivels. They're very tight, but they're there. Head is on a ball joint because you have to pop that sucker on too. He's got this big thing right here, so it kind of limits movement. There's no waist articulation. He's got the booby crunch. He's got the ball jointed hips, so you can get fairly good movement there. Ball jointed knees, and that's where you can get your swivels and stuff from all that as well. There's no ankle tilts or anything like that. I just got to find where I put this. It's taken so long. That's probably my biggest negative on the Build-A-Figure for this line is like when Marvel Legends does one. Now, pretty much all the figures come out at exactly the same time. Now with this, we pretty much had to wait almost a year to complete this figure. So I think that's probably the biggest problem, is that it took so long, and that it gave me the ability to misplace pieces, because you could always just put it up in a safe spot. I know I could, but I didn't. So this is what you get. It's nothing too, like I said, too grand. It's doable, and for height comparison, here he is next to Thunderhowl, so he's actually shorter than the deluxe class, and we'll put him next to the RC as well. So there you go. Now we're going to take a look at Thunderhowl. And here is Thunderhowl. It is a nice looking figure. I don't watch Cyberverse. I really only bought these sets here because they were better quality than the previous Cyberverse figures. Most of them anyway. And I was curious about the Build-A-Figure feature as well. But this guy here looked cool. I thought he looks, he's different. He's unique. Like I said, I don't watch the show, so I don't know any kind of characterization of this guy. But the figure itself is cool, and I could integrate this into anything I want to be. He could be a Cybertronian character background in my display. So he is a neat looking figure, and I like the uniqueness of that kind of stuff. It strikes me. He's got nice colors. The golds with the silvers. He's got red, the yellow, the turquoise greenish blue color. it's nice. I really like it. Now, he's not like the highest quality you're going to get. He's a lot better than the Grimlock, rest in peace. He's probably better than the Hot Rod that comes in this set. I even probably put him better than the Megatron. He's on par, I would say, with RC for just the joints and the overall quality of the figure. I still say out of this Build-A-Figure Deluxe class assortment, RC is the best figure. And he's going to come in right probably second out of all that. This guy is cool. I love the head design, the head sculpt. It kind of reminds me slightly of the Destroyer from the Thor movie. I know it's not exact, but just looking at it, it hits me with that for some reason. I guess it's the eyes with the extra little lines underneath it. It just strikes me as being a resemblance to that. And you see he transforms into a howling wolf. And of course, with being Cyberverse, you're going to have a lot of little built-in hollow bits. Most of his is on the back side. It gets very, very hollow. Doesn't really bother me. If they're going to put it somewhere at the back of the figure, it's probably the best place to put it. Just the fact that even you don't see it on the sides. Now his hands, what does bug me is both sides are hollow, and that's just really weird. I'm not too sure I like that. But out of overall articulation on the figure, you can tell he's got wrist swivels here, and our transformation gives you this little extra bit here. He's got a bicep swivel up here. So this swivels, and this little shoulder pad swivels as well, and that's for transformation. He's got a hinge joint here for elbow. That's what you're going to get out of that, but it has like a catch, or you can catch it there and here. So it doesn't lock into place, but it feels like it does. There's no waist articulation on the figure. He does have ball jointed hips. You're not going to get too far out. He's got all these little guards on him that really gets in your way. These are on a little hinge too, so you can move them out of the way. That's where you'll get your thigh swivel. Knee bends, there are none up there, but he has this for transformation. So you get this little weird, funky wrong way bend. That's for transformation. And the legs can't really go back because this back piece here is right behind his legs. So it kind of hides it in robot mode when you look at him from the front. But it really limits the movement and posability you're going to get out of the figure itself. And he has this little bit here, it transforms. It kind of gets in the way of the shoulders, but you can move them out of the way and you can get your 360 out of that there. Head, you can only get from here to here because the head will hit these pieces on the side, so you don't get the full rotation out of the head. There's no up and no down as well. So that's the articulation of the guy. I mean, you can get him in some decent poses. Oh, he has ball jointed feet, so you get a slight little ankle rock here, front and back, side to side. It's not as deep as some of the other ones with actual ankle tilts built in. Now he comes with this piece here, which will be part of the back when he's in his alt mode. But it's got a peg here, so you can peg it onto his forearm if you want to have him have a shield on the outside like this. But it's also meant to fold his hand down, and then you just peg it into his hand this way. That way you can take his whole hand off with it. Wouldn't try and do that, but I ended up doing it anyway. That way he can hold his shield in battle like this. So you can either peg it on his arm or he can hold it in his hand. And both hands do fold down for that ability. His Sword of Omens right here. It's yellow. So he can hold this right here. And since his name is Thunderhowl, yes, I've sit here and gone, Thunder! Thunder! Thundercats! Oh! He also has this version of a blast effect. And what this does here is it just slides over the sword. Like so. And that way it's like, I guess, the power up ability of his sword. The energon is flowing. Or maybe some lightning struck it. But that's what he comes with. And it's cool. I like the different kind of blast effects. And this blast effect can also be used when he's in his alt mode. It can actually come out of the mouth of this. So that is cool. So he's a unique looking Transformer. And I like that a lot. Like I said, I like unique ones. I use them as like Cybertronian guards and stuff like that if I wanted to use them. Like this guy here, I don't remember his name, but he's from like the movieverse, the side character, Terradive, I want to say. I think I might be wrong with that. He looked really cool. So now like, I can have these guys be, he's a Decepticon generic baddie. He's an Autobot generic goodie. So I like Transformers that are just different and stuff like this. So let's get to the transformation of Thunderhowl. Alright, so to transform Thunderhowl, first thing to do is just remove his accessories. You want to come take the figure. The little side pieces here will close up over his head like this. You come around to the back side of this piece here. It just tabs into these slots here. You want to bring this up on this hinge. Bring it all the way up till it goes flat. Fold this piece over like this. I'm going to bring that all the way up so it comes up and over. Take the head here of the wolf. Bring that up on its own hinge. And it's now going to come up on this hinge, up and over that like this. Raise this piece up so it's out of the way. Come to these little shoulder pad things, angle them in like this. Come down his hands, turn around the wrist swivel. So you're looking at him, he looks like this. Now the reason why he doesn't have a waist rotation or a waist swivel is because you want to split his body like that. It just splits apart. And you want to grab him at the leg here. This piece, not the leg, but right here, this bottom piece here actually comes out like this. If I can pull it out like that. Do both sides like this. Come back to his back, and he's got this piece here. Bring these up, and you can see right here is a molded spot for his sword. You can see where the lion or the wolf face is molded in. So that's the way you want to lay that into this. And this is where his sword is going to go. So you lay that in there, and then you just close that up. Tabs together, and the sword is tucked away neatly into what would become part of his tail. Come down to his legs. You want to, there's this little piece here. You want to actually bring these forward. This little piece here is on this little hinge. You'll bring that part of the leg forward. Bring this now back to the back. And this is going to go over that area of his tail. Take his shoulders, bring them down and up. So out of the way. And down here, there are these tabs right here. So you part you pull it out, you're just going to angle it up, and you're just going to tab it in. Angle it up, tab it in, like that. Grab his red pads here, angle them down to the underside, like this. Take this back piece here. See, there's these tabs here. They're going to catch right up here, so we close this down. You want that flat flush. Bring this down until you hear it tab. There you go. Now it's locked into place. Take care of these weird hinge parts. Fold his legs down. Now take what his shield was. But now we become part of the back. So you see where the peg is. There's a peg hole. You can see there's two more tabs here, which will lock it right into this. So we'll just tap all that on to his back. Helps I keep his shoulders down. And we just push that in. Like so. So then he is now transformed into his, I guess, wolf mode. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I prefer the robot mode actually over this mode here. Now you do have a hinge here in the mouth so it can open up. If you bring the top part of his head up, you see it's the thing sticking out right here. Take his blast effect, and you're just going to slide that over that, and you can close his mouth around that. And now he's shooting his lightning blast effect out at the Decepticons. He's a neat looking figure. I like the colors on the figure. The mode here is pretty cool. It's not bad at all. You got articulation from all the limbs here. This will move. You got this back here, and plus you got your hips here, and the feet are on that ball joint. And the head, you don't get a side to side, but you do get a nice up and down. I think, like I said, the mouth opens up. So it's not bad. It's not great. It looks great. It's just, it could have more articulation, I feel. Now, just a little bit of size comparison. Here he is next to the same Cyberverse Optimus Prime Build-A-Figure. So he's a lot bigger than the Prime in their alt modes. Some more details, and you can see the silver paint. The eyes are a bright yellow. Really pops the logo here, which was on his chest in robot mode. Yellow paint. Everything abounds. Silver, yellow paints, red paints. Everything on this figure is applied nicely. I have no complaints. He actually feels like a nice quality figure in my hands. Now there are thin spots of plastic I would be aware of. These little things you got to pull out. I'd be wary of stress marking those, stressing them out, snapping them, stuff like that. Some of the ball joint feet, they're quite loose. I just he could have more articulation, but he looks really cool, and the blast effect itself is pretty neat. So final thoughts on Thunderhowl. If you like different Transformers, unique Transformers, animal Transformers, or just Cyberverse, he's a definite pickup. If you're trying to build your Maccadam figure, he's a definite pickup, of course. If you're not big into Cyberverse or Transformers that have a lot of hollowness in the backside, easy skip, just pass him up. Like I said, I like unique Transformers to have as background characters in a display or for little stories in my head. He's a nice figure, and I'll say he's probably one of the best of the Build-A-Figure line from Cyberverse. I'd say RC is probably the best figure I own out of that. He is probably the second best figure, and probably Bumblebee would be third, and Shockwave Prime. The rest of this fill out. Grimlock is dead last on my copy. If you've seen my video, you know Grimlock. You know what happens to him. R.I.P. Grimlock. R.I.P. So if you like anything in my videos, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below, the bell notification icon to find out all my videos. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button and leave a comment down below. Yes, I'm trying out I'm auditioning for Blur. Till next one. Peace out.